Welcome back to Unfiltered Makeup, where we celebrate creativity in the form of makeup. I'm Anne Marie, and today we're going to be diving into my absolute favorite cruelty-free and vegan red lipsticks. Whether you're getting ready for a fun night out on the town with someone special, or you're getting ready for an exciting night in with your Palentines, and yes, I did say Palentines, these red lipsticks are going to be your go-to companions for Valentine's Day or any festive or fun holiday or date night that you want to celebrate. And yes, they're all about enhancing your creative expression. So I do have different formulation options so you can pick what is best for you and what you like most. And I also have different price points available depending on what you choose, but they're all cruelty-free and vegan options. So let's go ahead and dive in.
First up, we're going to be talking about the Revolution Beauty. This is the shade Emily Red from the Emily in Paris collection. You can see this one is a bit more of a balmy consistency and it's more sheer. You can build it up, but word of caution, if you do, it does tend to get on your teeth. We're going to go ahead and flash back to my review now.
All right, so here is the Emily in the red. And I actually have to say, I really like it. I think it's a wearable red and the formula is not too smudgy, that I feel like even without applying it very precisely, I didn't use like a liner or a brush or anything, which sometimes for a red lip can be kind of tricky. It was really easy to apply from the shape of the tube and it fit really nicely around my lips. And I think it's like a really nice wearable red. It is a little bit muted. It's not huge in your face, but that's what I think makes it so wearable. This next one is the Give Beauty Original Recipe. This is a sophisticated, beautiful, true red color. It's deep and luxurious, and this formula is a matte formula. And I wouldn't say it's super long wearing, but it does even have a bit of a, it's not meant to be a lip stain, but it has a bit of a staining effect. So the color does stay. But what I love about this one, for as matte as it is, it's not too drying, but it stays in place. And I feel like even after eating, it doesn't get all over my face. So I'm going to go ahead and apply this one so you can see what this one looks like on. And coming up later in the swatches, you will see I have another very similar shade in a different formulation. But here is what it looks like. You can definitely see that this is a matte formulation. You've got no shine on this one, but again, that helps keep it in place. And there we have the Give Beauty Original Recipe matte lipstick. And while it is a matte formulation, it does not feel very drying on the lips, yet it feels like it has set down. It almost has like a powder-like finish, very smooth and very soft, even a little bit blurring. What I also love about this formulation is that it's opaque and it really only takes one good coat to cover your lips completely. No worry about building it up. Next up is the Glamlite Betty Boop red lipstick, and this one definitely has a similar texture to the Give Beauty. It's a matte lipstick. It's a very similar red. It has a bit less of blue tones and a little bit more of burgundy undertones in this one, but again, it's a really similar matte formulation. This is another one you don't really have to worry. Once you put it on, it dries down to kind of a nice powdery finish, and you don't worry about it transferring and getting all over your teeth and everything. So I do love this one. It's cute with these little red hearts, and it did have a little B for Betty on the tip there before I used it, but of course I used it, so it got kind of ruined, but it is just adorable packaging and a little heart. This is an old Hollywood glamorous red. So I'm going to go ahead and apply this one so you can see what it looks like. And all right, there you go. This is the Old Hollywood Glamorous Red. Boop boopy doo. Mwah.
Next up, we're talking about the Poundcake liquid lipstick. This is in the shade Maraschino. I did pick this one up in the past, so we are going to flash back to another review of this one. Since then, I have continued to wear it and I do enjoy it, but you have to be careful to not apply too much of this one because it doesn't dry down as much as other liquid lipsticks do, and it does get a bit messy and stains everywhere. So apply with caution, but then wear with courage.
Oh, and it smells and tastes good. I love this. Oh, I'm so excited about this. Now I will say you can see the dryness on my bottom lip, and I did put I put lip prep on my lips, but they were already really dry. So I do have some dryness underneath already. So you will see that. You can definitely see it right there. And that is not the lipstick's fault at all. That is my fault, and I should have exfoliated before putting it on. So definitely my fault, but it doesn't feel, and we'll have to give it a little time to dry down, but it doesn't feel drying yet at all. Just nice and matte. And for as dry as my lips are, it really doesn't have like, it's really smooth. It's very smooth looking for even as dry as my lips are right now. Okay. I love the color. I love the consistency of it, the formulation. I love the scent and somewhat taste. I don't really taste much, which is a good thing. I'm not gonna like flat out lick it because that's bad. But it is great, and it doesn't feel like super drying, at least right at first. And even though it's had a little tiny bit of time to set down, it feels really nice. So, oh, I'm really excited. Next up, I have a lipstick that is quite a throwback. And when these released, they were so popular, and I haven't heard about them from anyone else since, but it's still one of my favorite lipstick formulas, especially a liquid lipstick formula. But that is the Wet n Wild Liquid Catsuit lipstick. And this is the more matte version. They also had a glossier version, which it was still a lipstick, but it was a glossier matte lipstick. So those weren't, they also, I think, had white caps instead of the black, but I didn't love them as much as I love this formula. But this formula is great, and it has some really staple great colors. And this one is Missy and Fierce. And this is a true red. It is very similar to the Give Beauty original recipe red. It's that true red, but does have a bit of a blue undertone to it. And again, this is a liquid lipstick formula, and so once you put it on, it does dry down. It's a little more matte than even the matte lipsticks, but it's not too drying. And so many liquid lipsticks are very drying. This one, it's a little drying as it is a liquid lipstick, but it's really not too bad. And it's comfortable. It lasts all day. And this is another one that as long as you apply it right, you don't have to worry about it getting on your teeth, and you can even eat and it will still be there, and you don't have that weird kind of feathered effect that you get from the other matte lipstick formulas that are in the bullet type tube. So I'll go ahead and apply this now, but just know this has been a favorite lipstick of mine for years, and I have it in other colors that, like I said, I just never hear about it anymore, and I don't know why, because it's so good. It's such a good price. I can't talk and apply this one. With this one, you do want to be careful that you don't apply too much. More is not more in this case. Make sure you use thin layers to apply this one. It is quite opaque, so really one layer is enough, but if you want to get a little more color, you can always apply a second one. Make sure it is a bit damp still when you're applying it. You don't really want to apply it once it's dried down, so do keep that in mind. Once it's dry, it does dry down to a similar powdery dry texture. It's a little more stick than the bullet formulas, but this one again stays in place all day, and this one has been a tried and true favorite for many years. All that being said, this is still my #1 favorite red lipstick. I love the formula the most. I love the color the most. It's the easiest to wear for me, and it lasts the longest, and I always feel confident in this one. But I would love to know of these, if you've tried any of these, which one's your favorite. If none of these, let me know in the comments below which one is your favorite red. I know it depends on the formula you want, your coloring, your preferences, so it's always fun to hear everyone's favorite. I hope you liked this video. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up, and please subscribe for more vegan, cruelty-free cosmetics, makeup videos like this. Thanks for being here. I will see you in a new video soon, but until then, take care of yourself.